Yo, what is up guys, it's White Bursker here, and today I got a video for you guys that's kind of different than the videos I usually make. But it is a how to get out of your rank video. And this is gonna be this real little disclaimer right now. This is only until purple rank. So if you're beyond purple rank and you're stuck in your rank, I don't think maybe this video can help you, because maybe there's like some tips that you haven't took into account, but I doubt it. So if you're above purple, I don't know if I can be of any help. But if you're below purple and you're stuck in your rank, you're at the right place. So what I'm going to be talking about today is I'm going to be teaching you guys a few tips and giving you my personal experience of how I got unstuck out of my rank. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into our practice, and I can start to talk a little bit more about it. So I think the most common rank right now for people to be stuck in is purple, or red. Not from like red to purple is what I meant. So like in red ranks, it's like right now it's like elo hell, right? Everyone is stuck in red ranks. And other people are stuck in yellow, or other people are stuck in orange, for example. But most people that I have talked to and have seen online going around, they are stuck in red ranks. So first thing that I want to say is you can't be stuck in green. So we're gonna like start from green and work our way up to purple, right? So first off, the green rank, you can't really D-rank, right? Until you get to yellow, I think you can't D-rank at all. So just keep playing, have fun with the game. I think that's the most important bit if you're still in green rank. So yeah, just have fun with the game, play who you want, just switch off some characters. If you're stuck in your rank at green, then I think you just need more time in practice. Like with that I mean doing combos, because usually in green people just press random buttons and they don't block. So just learn your combos and just make sure you know your launchers, so you can just launch people and do your combos with, right? Because I don't think the skill level in green rank is that high yet. So into yellow. So the yellow ranks, let me just pull them up right here real quick. I think in yellow ranks it gets a little bit more demanding of you to know your stuff, just a little bit though, not too much. So as soon as you hit warrior, you can now lose points, right? So with warrior, if you want to go to a silent or dominator, I think all ranks, by the way, like warrior, silent, and dominator for the yellow ranks are the same skill level in order to get out. So it applies to everyone in yellow ranks. In yellow ranks, I think what people, the issue that a lot of people I've seen have is not being consistent enough with their combos, or not knowing what their game plan is and just kind of eyeballing it and freestyling, you know what I mean? I think that's a big problem people have in yellow ranks. They don't really have a game plan. They're just going about, don't know their punishers yet, and just trying to figure out what they can do instead of actually like learning how to get out of it, right? Now, I think if you just teach yourself your frame punishes, so just like your 10 frame punishes, your 11 frame, 12 frame, 13, and whatever, you'll get a long way by just like blocking stuff and just punishing, and knowing your launchers, of course. Same with green, and being more consistent with hitting your combos. I think that's like very important, because I've seen a lot of people not doing, like, you don't have to learn the most optimal combo, because sometimes depending on your character it's very hard. For example, with Jin, his optimal combo, if I hit Capcom right now, oh wait, I have him on block. His optimal combo with Capcom is doing an electric, right? But as you can see, that wasn't even an electric, but that's like a harder, that's like very skill demanding, right? So instead of doing like an electric or the normal version, just do a back 3-1, you know? Like, it's not optimal. As you can see, it only does, I mean, 73 is still a lot of damage, but the other combo with the electric does like 82 or 84, so it's a lot more damage, but the skill required to do it is way higher. So you don't need to learn like the most optimal, but just the closest one you can do that has the highest damage, which is easy for you to execute, right? So don't just do like back 3-1 into 2. It's very easy to do, but it's only 47 damage. And I think once you're in yellow rank, you should like try to teach yourself some longer combos that you can do, like do back 3-1 twice or something. You know what I mean? So try to do a lot more damaging combos and try to know your punishers. That's it for yellow ranks. Once you get into orange, you should definitely already know your punishers. You should know what your punishers are. Maybe you're not like too familiar with the moves yet in order for you to punish people, but you definitely be able to know your punishers 100%. So you should know all of your punishers when you get into orange rank. And with all your punishers, they're not a lot. Usually you got like 5 punishers, right? So you should know all of your punishers, but you don't need to know the frames yet, if that makes sense, right? You should know it a little bit, but when I say you don't need to know the frames, I mean like of the enemy. Like for example, you shouldn't know that doing like Capgun. Okay, no wait, Capgun may be a bad example because Capgun is a launch punishable, but it's also good to know. So you should definitely know in orange if you face a Jin who does Capgun, which is down 3+4, that it's -19. You don't need to know that it's -19, but you should know it is launch punishable, and you should know if your character has a very quick move they can use to punish Capgun. For example, I think Kazuya here, he has a I think you can do like an electric with him to punish it. Okay, let's just do that one. I think that's not electric, but I think it'll do just fine. So if we like play out here, see it's 13 frames. I don't know if I can wait. I can maybe change this for him to block first. So let me just record this real quick. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna go back, so we block, and then we're gonna do that. I think that's good. So now let's see. Let's play it out. Oh, play. All right, play it again. See? He can basically just punish me with his that's not even electric, right? It's a normal one, and he can just punish me with it. So that's good to know for your character, that you should know. Okay, you got a quick launcher, so when you see moves that are like very slow, you should know, okay, I can punish this. So it's basically like learning a little bit more about your character. And I think the most important thing besides knowing all of your punishers is knowing your key moves to poke and knowing what moves for you are safe. I think that's super important. So you know, like you can just throw moves out. For example, if I do 2-4 with Jin, it's safe on block. It's only -9, so I cannot get punished for this, right? But you should know that it's duckable. So if I do like 2-4, Kazuya can duck the high. So if I do this, because this is duckable, so I can do 2, and then if I throw out a 4, he can just duck and then just launch me with like down forward 2 or down forward 1-2 or down forward 2, whichever one hits, right? Because he dodged it basically, so he's basically free to do what he wants because it counts as a whiff. So that's very important. You should know definitely what moves you can use. Like for example, you can just down 1-4 or only use down 1 because that's safe. You should definitely throw out more safe moves and know what moves you have that are safe in order for you to just pressure your opponent more, because I think people in orange don't know how to deal with pressure. And if you do like down 1, that's not that one. If you do down 1, people are gonna think, oh, it's my turn because he pressed, right? So maybe you can mix it up. You can do like down 1, down 1, down 1, and then like down 1-4, so you won't expect the 4 hit. You know what I mean? Or maybe like do some more evasive moves, depending on your character, of course, to trick people into your pokes that don't know the matchup very well. Because in orange ranks, usually people don't have a lot of knowledge yet of certain characters. And if you have a lot of knowledge about your character, for example, I know I can do like 2-4 into Capcom stance, and then I can press like 1+2 to get like an unexpected low, right? So I think for orange, that's very important for you, that you learn your key moves that you can poke with. If you don't know what your key moves are, you can just Google some guides, or if there are like specific characters that you guys want to know more about, just leave it in the comments and I'll try to make a video about it. But yeah, I think that's very important. You should definitely by this point not drop any combos. maybe like hard ones, but you should not drop any like easy combos, right? And it's okay that you still don't know the optimal combos that are like hard to do, but you should still know how to do the most damaging one consistently. You should know all of your punishers, and you should definitely know your key moves. Now, once you get into red rank is, they call it red rank hell. And to be honest, it was kind of like that for me for a week or a week and a half when I was playing with Jin, because I switched a lot of characters that I all easily got into red ranks, but then kind of got stuck in red rank. You know, I couldn't really get out of it. But then I just kind of like I play this game every day. I've been streaming this game for every day since the game got released, and I have like over 140 hours in the game right now. So I know what I'm talking about, right? And I think the main issue for people in red ranks are people just don't know the matchups. They don't have the knowledge, and if you do, they are playing either super patient or they're just not patient at all. What I'm trying to say is you should know if Jin does like 2-4, that's safe for Jin. So if you're the Kazuya player, then you know, okay, if I do 2-4, I can't really punish him with a jab because he's only -9. Or like, oh yeah, he has pushback, so I can't really do like 1-2. Or maybe you should know, oh, I can duck the, maybe okay. And if you just got into Goryu, maybe not. But if you get into Shinryu and Tenryu, because there's not a big skill difference, but there's definitely a difference in people who are Tenryu and people who are Goryu. Because people who are in Tenryu basically have more, unless they got lucky with the games, which is also a factor, by the way, if you get lucky with your matchups. But it's not a big deal. It's not like, oh, with luck you can easily get to Tenryu, and one day if you're unlucky, you're gonna demote back to Shinryu or to Goryu, whatever. But I think the most important thing in red ranks, you should okay, let me just clear this first. You should know everything. Like, you should know your punishers, your combos, maybe even start to get to know your harder combos. You know what I mean? Like combos that require a lot of skill. Try to see if you can do them, practice them more. So because in red ranks it's a lot harder to catch your opponent with a launcher. For example, if they whiff if they finally whiff, because in red ranks people are starting to do a lot more like save moves, except for like people who are playing Brian who throw out like snake edges which are reactable. But you should definitely when you finally have the chance to launch your opponent, that you know how to like deal the most damage. Even if you even if you can't do the most optimal combo which requires a lot of skill, it's okay. But no, it's gonna help your progress a little bit, because that little bit of damage would maybe even make the difference. You know what I mean? But you should definitely like start to know your command grabs as well, and just see how your opponent plays. You kind of have to adapt to your opponent. For example, if you guys watch my stream, every time I try to fight someone, the first thing I check is if they duck my 2-4, and if they do, then I know I'm not gonna throw it out. Or for example, if I press like if I like get him with a tornado and I run up to them, I try to grab them first to see if they duck after the after I like run up to them. Most people do, actually, surprisingly. So what I switch it out to is do like down forward 1-4 to see, oh, if they duck, I get them. If they don't duck, then it's all good. I'm safe, right? I'm safe on block. So you can kind of just check how your opponent plays and just adapt to it. I think in red ranks that's super important. But being patient is also important, but not too patient. You should be patient enough to where you know when it's your turn. When you fight against someone like Xiaoyu, she's super broken in my opinion, by the way. But when you fight against someone like Xiaoyu who turns her back on you and does like all of these attacks on you, you're like so confused. You're like, well, bro, when is it my turn? She just keeps on attacking, and then she does like a random low which hits you. You know what I mean? What you can do is just lab them. Like, just go into your training with your character, pick the character that you want to fight against, if it's like Xiaoyu or whatever, and just hit punishment training and just press normal, and then you can see like, okay, I can punish this with a launcher. Or, okay, so he does that. I can punish that with back 1-2. But as you can see, you have to be quick. Otherwise, it's not going to register. See? That took me 3 tries. You know what I mean? I just did it for the video, of course. But, like, you have to learn these things. If you really want to get out of red ranks, you have to put in the time to really know your character. And just be patient. Adapt to your opponent's playstyle. Because purple rank is more like, okay, maybe not a mighty ruler yet, because you know some people could get lucky, but I think it's, if you're a mighty ruler, you're gonna fight flame rulers and battle rulers, and battle rulers are people who are close to blue, and blue is where it gets crazy, you know what I mean? So you should definitely, people in purple definitely know their character, so you can't really afford to make any mistakes. So in red rank, you should definitely know what you can do against characters, know your safe moves, know how to abuse them, be patient enough to know when your turn is, and if you don't know when your turn is against some characters, you have to just go and practice and play against them with like the punishment training, or just pick out a move and go in defensive style and see what you can do against the move, see how many frames it is, you know? Because otherwise you're going to be stuck in red ranks for a long time. You can't just freestyle it with the game plan you have. You really have to like learn the matchups. I think in red ranks it's just learning a lot of the matchups, knowing which moves you can duck, which moves you can punish, and all of that, you know? I think that's super important. So yeah, that's for red ranks. It was kind of long, but I hope it helps, and if you guys got any questions, of course, leave them in the comments or join the Discord and ask me in the server for a quicker reply. But yeah, that's it for red ranks. Now, if you want to move to purple, purple is where stuff gets serious, like really serious, because people in purple, they know how to play their character. Like, I'm not even kidding. People in purple, they know exactly how to utilize their character. I think something very important in purple is movement. I think if you get to purple, you should definitely like know good spacing and movement. You should definitely not master your character, by the way, but you should definitely have high enough execution in order to do your character's harder combos. Again, you don't have to, but it makes it easier, right? Because if you have, if you know how to do the more damaging combos that are a lot more like skill based, I guess you can say, because you need some skill to execute them, then it's gonna help you with the few launchers that you do hit. Because in purple, it's hard to get off launchers, man. A lot of matches in purple are basically just punishing people, or like doing like lows, doing mix-ups, getting in your opponent's head, adapting to their playstyle fully, adapting your playstyle to them or them to you, you know what I mean? So you should definitely like know how to play your character, like not master, but you should know like almost everything. And stuff that helps you is knowing how to throw break, because I mean in purple not a lot of people do throws but it's so important that when you do face off against people who do it, that you know how to break them. You should know the punishes you can do. You should know when you should duck attacks. Not all of them, but a lot. This is, by the way, if you're stuck in purple, right? So those are like things you should work on to get into blue, because bro, blue is a different ball game. Blue is almost having your character mastered. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think a lot of people know how to perfectly play their characters in purple already. Have an amazing game plan laid out, know what they're gonna do, and see if you react to the way they're playing. So for example, if I face off against a Lee who keeps doing his pokes, does his lows, gets me with Oki, and when he does his Oki, I don't like tech roll, or I don't know the correct getup, he just keeps abusing it, and then Lee seems like a broken character, you know, because he's doing all of these moves that you don't know how to deal with it. So you have to like really get into your character, start to learn a lot more about your character, and utilize his moves, and really, and I'm not kidding, really get good with movement, bro, because people are moving crazy. And when you get to blue, it gets even worse. I don't know if you should learn a Korean backdash. Maybe you can try it. It's not very hard to do. I mean, it is hard to do, but it's like a little tutorial right now. You just do back, down, back, and then you hold back again to get like the dash. And you have to do like very fast. I can't even do it yet, by the way. But that's something you could learn. I haven't learned that yet because I'm more of a the game style I'm going for is a bit different. It depends on who you play, by the way, which character you play. But usually that's a good rule of thumb. Knowing spacing amazingly, knowing how far your moves reach, being able to move quick, not having any miss inputs. You can have a few maybe, but not anything that would like majorly cost you a round or a lot of HP. Because usually if you're just wrong with spacing, with Jin, by the way, sometimes I miss time is 442, and then I whiff, and I can get launched very easily. I had that like happened to me yesterday or the day before with a Reina who had like super good movement, and I kept whiffing my 442, and she kept punishing me with the electric. So you know, it's very unforgiving to mess up in purple. But yeah, I think that's about it. I think I covered most of the stuff that I wanted to. If I didn't cover some stuff, feel free to leave them in the comments. I won't be like offended if anyone tries to correct me, because I'm only making this video to like help people out and share like my experiences getting out of these ranks, and yeah, just enjoying the game, you know, because it's very frustrating if you don't know how to get out of your rank. You're just stuck in it, because I was stuck in red ranks a long time. And yeah, I feel like lately I've been improving a lot more, which is kind of good but also bad, because I'm gonna stop playing my main because I want to try out different characters in this game. But I finally reached the goal of mine in rank, so I'm gonna be switching to another character just for fun and see, because I can easily get through red rank, but everything after, it's a whole different, it's like a different game that I have to learn, you know. But yeah, I won't be offended if anyone corrects me in the comments. It's only positive, by the way, so like if I missed anything, or if anyone got any comments or whatever, please feel free to leave them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We finally hit the 100 subs, which I'm so happy about. I want to thank you guys for your support. It means a lot to me. I might be streaming when this video goes live. If I am, just hop in, say hi. If I'm not streaming, then, you know, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I want to thank you guys once again, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace.